Hello, hello, hello. Okay. 귀가 간지럽다고? 여자 쓱스가. Hey, hey, hey. Hi. As you can see, room is going through a complete makeover, and so we're in the process of building the bookshelf, and that's why I haven't been on YouTube lately. Well, lately, like just a few days, but that's what's happening. All my K-pop album here, and Sailor Moon cans that I'm collecting. Yep, and some more K-pop albums here, and that's what's going on right now. But I'm turning on the stream real quick because I'm writing an email and just hanging on. Not hanging on, just hanging out. And you have some music playing, so some background music. How's your Friday? I had some. I went for a swim today after a really long break and had some sushi. It was delicious, and now I'm writing an email. Oh yeah, I might do a movie review. Actually, I think I can share my email. Okay. Yeah, I'm just writing a summary of what happened in the March. All right. Go to bed early, sleep in. What a wonderful way to spend the day. Oh, what does she like to do? Your niece. Is she the active, like, standing up and playing phase, or is she babbling phase? Hey Francis, how you doing? Oh, that's adorable. I don't have any kids on my own, but I have a nephew and some friends with babies who are around the same age, and so yeah, I kind of have a sense of what babies do at that stage. They gotta regularly sleep and poop, eat, throw up. I'm assuming she's not drinking water yet. That's something kind of wild, I think. How babies can't drink water. Crazy. Yeah, my room's going through this renovation. So here is all the like bookcases that are being built, but we're trying to go for more visual consistency, so like more white stuff. And yeah, that's what's in progress. All the books that used to be here, they're now in like the living room, and I had to move all of them to the living room. And yeah, it pulled my knee a little bit, but yeah, that's what's been going on. She's almost one. Okay, okay. Well, far more advanced than I thought. She's drinking water, which is good for you. Okay. I also need to pick a giveaway winner. Babies and dogs and cats, they like standing on top of you. You know what? Let's pick the winner. Let's go to my calendar. I'm gonna briefly turn off the stream because I have some people's names here. Let's go to ChatGPT. Can you pick 3 winners from Bye Denise, have a good night. Hi, Matthias. Whoa, I haven't seen you in the stream ever. How you doing? The stream usually is about some specific topics, but today I'm just live because I want to show you the work in progress of my room renovation. If you've seen my videos, you will know that I have some usual like furniture that's different from the back, but we're going through a renovation. So that's I just wanted to show people that. My Friday was good. I had a meeting, but before the meeting, took care of some errands that have been waiting for me for a really long time, and I haven't swam in a while, but went back to swimming, and then I had some sushi dinner, and now I'm back writing some emails. So Friday's going pretty good. Everything good on your end? How's school? How's university? I think you're in Europe, right? How? Oh crap. The elevator music was not playing. Yeah, Matthias, I think you're from Europe, right? If not, I think maybe Canada? I'm playing the guessing game. Oh, South America. Okay. Do they call university like college university in South America as well? I didn't know. That was why I was assuming. South America. Sounds. The weather must be getting colder now, right? That always trips me up about the southern hemisphere. Universidad. Okay, obviously you speak Spanish. Or I don't know, maybe Portuguese. Universidad. Okay, but that makes sense. Fall is coming. Yeah, that's always interesting to me. That on a related though, we have some music appreciating people here as well. The I don't know if you're from Argentina, but like I really like the tango music, and one particular tango uh score that I like is the Four Seasons, but in Buenos Aires. So it's basically like the tango version of the Four Seasons, and I really love listening to that. And I really like the that music, that type of music. I really like. But I was listening to it one day. I was like, wow, like winter and summer, they must be so different from the ones that I experienced, because it's like cold in July. What would that be like? But then, of course, it's just like winter, so it would probably feel the same. But to experience that in July sounds pretty cool. Because I've lived my life in always in the northern hemisphere. Paraguay. What are you? No, that might be too personal. But like I know you're studying something, but what do you like? Okay, maybe not. What do you want to? What are you studying? But like, what do you want to be? I know we've discussed this multiple times. I know that you're like going through some, like external pressures about things, and at the same time, you don't really feel like doing the stuff. So I'm curious what you want to do after you graduate from Universidad. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, but ample time to figure that out. And to be honest, if you don't know, you gotta start somewhere. And right now, the thing that you are doing, I know that you're not particularly enjoying them right now. But what's kind of neat about that is now you at least know what you don't like. So knowing what you don't like is equally as important as knowing what you do like. So I think if you could look at it from that angle, like, oh, this stuff, I tried it and I didn't like it, and so now you removed one kind of like avenue from your life, and now you have higher chances of finding that something you're gonna like. Yeah, you want a job that you like, but that doesn't drain you. Yeah. So that works kind of two ways, right? So in order to do that, you want to find something that you like, and at the same time, you need to know how to think about your job from a perspective that it doesn't drain you. So I work as a software engineer and a life coach, right? But there's a lot of people, I can tell that these people really like software engineering, but they feel really stressed from the job. And I think that's kind of the horrible thing when you're doing something that you like, but at the same time you feel really drained and you feel really stressed out. So I don't want that to happen to you. So I think it's kind of two ways. You need to find the job that you like, and at the same time, even if you're working a job that you don't like, you need to know some strategies around picking a perspective so that it doesn't like drain you as much. But I understand. I've worked at jobs where I didn't want to work as well, and I've worked jobs where I've been completely drained and burnt out. So I completely get that concern. But possibilities are in front of you right now. Sunken cost fallacy? Yeah. I completely understand why one person would feel that way, but ultimately, sunken cost fallacy is I think it follows a general theme. Of course, it's it's the inability to see like in the grander sense. From the short-term perspective, you already put in a lot of work, so you want to make the most out of it. But in the long term, right, you haven't, that sunk cost isn't really that big compared to the loss that you're gonna have when you follow, right? So that's the kind of the trade-off in the sunken cost fallacy. But I think sunken cost fallacy is just one example of the grand pattern of seeing things in a too small of a lens, seeing things from a too narrow of a perspective. And so I want to approach sunken cost fallacy as not this one particular thing that's specific, but I like to think about it more like one instance of that same problem of looking at things from a too narrow perspective. So another example of that would be like, suppose you don't like someone, right? And everything that they do annoys you, and like you don't like their personality and things like that. That is again an example of a really narrow lens, because that tends to happen when you think that this person is just like that. This person has inherent reasons to be annoying. But when you get to know someone a little bit better, you get to understand their personality, you get to know a little bit of their personal history, you get to know a little bit about their life in general and why they act the way they do, why they do the things that they do. Um, that allows you to see it from a bigger eyes, right? So sunken cost fallacy is just another example of one of those. That's what I think about the sunken cost fallacy. Walking Dead, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and the character Negan, uh, Negan, is a playable character in one of the fighting games I play called Tekken. So I know about that, like that guy with the baseball bat with the barbed wire. That's only the and I know it's about zombies, but yeah, the thing is I don't have TV, so that's why I don't know. People who understand AI will have an advantage work on the working field in the future, definitely. But I think like, do you mean experience? I mean, understanding how to make AI, or do you mean understanding how AI works in general? Because those are kind of two different things. If you're gonna be working in the computer field, if you're gonna be working in software, understanding machine learning and especially like the deep learning stuff, that is going to be very valuable because every company wants AI these days, and it's a very attractive tool set to have. But at let's see. You know what? Let me finish my email and then let me talk a little bit more about AI. Yeah, it feels like I feel like when I watch the TV show Community on YouTube, I feel like that a lot. Like it feels like I'm watching it for the first time again. Um, for content, I watch a lot of the shows from Dropout, the subscription service. It's so worth the money. Oh wow, the actor who plays Jesus. Oh, Kaylee coming in with the celebrity plug. Have I met celebrities in America? Maybe I have, but I don't know. CreepyCon. I think we talked about this before, right? Hi, Paisikis. What's that emoji? It's like a blue character saying hi. Guys are lucky. Wow. Uh. My coworkers were out after work for a quick, happy hour, and apparently they met the actor who plays the lead character in 24. Kiefer Sutherland? Yeah, Jack Bauer. So my coworkers were really happy about that, but I'm not really as I told you multiple times, I'm not really a social person, so. Hi, Carolina. Okay, I'm done writing my email. Let's send this email. And got one administrative stuff to do. What a wonderful life for us as long as you've been by my side, and I want you. Alter bridge. And then I want to talk a little bit about AI. Make me sway, make me higher. Sorry, there's some like confidential stuff that I'm sending, so. Okay, I'm done. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the whether having AI as a skill is good, important for your future. Okay. So I've been in the computing world for about 10 plus years now, and when I first started, everything that has to do with machine learning and artificial intelligence was already kind of at its peak in terms of usefulness. Siri was already out, and Siri was just kind of like the, it was just kind of the best speech recognition, speech synthesis model that you were gonna get, right? And there was no like VR. Image recognition was just kind of like vaguely there in terms of like the QR code scanning, and the song recognitions were there because of like feature extractions and everything. So it was kind of like mature at the time. The level of machine learning algorithms and tools that were available. But then around 2013, 14, a new technology called deep learning came into prominence, and deep learning really allowed for a very different kind of machine learning to happen, and that's called deep learning, right? Basically, you simulate neurons, and you create a bunch of neural layers, and then you just give it the information that you want it to study, and then it kind of like simulates the brain. And speech recognition, the state of the art, right? State of the art algorithms and machine learning models boasted around 78% accuracy. And then with the introduction of deep learning, like actually before the advent of deep learning, like every year the papers would come out with the next iteration and the next improvement to those like speech models, and it would be like a 1% increase in the accuracy, or like maybe if that's a really good year, it's like 2% increase, and it was just about that. But with the advent of deep learning, it got up bumped to like 91%, which is a really significant improvement in terms of speech recognition. And it had the benefit of also being really widely applicable across languages. And like because it was simulating a brain, you could just kind of throw in any kind of data, and then you give it the expected input. Of course, the volume has to be really large, and then it would successfully deduce like, oh, this is probably the pattern that is going on in the neurons. And image recognition also saw a really great improvement. Speech synthesis also became really accurate and things like that. And so Alexa became a flagship product, and there's like more like VR related stuff. And in order to do VR, you need to kind of calculate the field of vision and do a lot of like on the fly human like calculations, and those are all benefiting from machine learning. So if you know AI right now, I think at this time the technology is still evolving. So if you're about to enter the job market and your primary toolbox as you walk out of college is a really solid foundation on how to train models, how to actually create an AI model, how to create language models, how to create speech models, how to create these models from large data sets. If you have at least a functioning knowledge of that, you're going to be a very attractive candidate in the field of software engineering. And I anticipate this will be the trend for about the next 5 years. And I think after about 5 years, I believe we're gonna hit another plateau, because it's always like that, right? A new advancement comes, and then it kind of like the progress kind of plateaus, and then something like quantum jump happens and then plateaus, and then quantum jump happens and then plateaus. So the advancement of GPUs, it's because deep learning is very dependent on GPUs. The GPU advancements are kind of halted at the moment. So the progress of deep learning will also kind of be bottlenecked because of the GPUs. And I anticipate we're gonna have another like 5 years to fine-tune the progress that we have made in the past 5 years. But then after that, I think, so if you're gonna be graduating in like 5 years time, then I think you want to think about how to apply the machine learning. So with the AI, right? What tools can you make that benefits people? What tools can you make that benefits, like that gives value to people? So right now, everything is just kind of oh, let's create another ChatGPT. There's no like real creativity at the moment, because everyone is trying to catch up with ChatGPT and DALL-E and what's the image creating like Discord thing? I forget. Open Journey and things like that. So people are trying to play the catch-up game with things that are kind of like leading AI models that are kind of leading the market. But after 5 years, it's gonna be stale. Everyone's gonna have their version of ChatGPT. Everyone's gonna have their own version of blah 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 blah. So the usual use cases will feel very boring. And so if you can develop the product sensibility, right? This would be a good product to use with something like ChatGPT. This would be a good thing to use with the image generations. This would be a good thing to use with the speech recognition and things like that. If you can develop that product sensitivity with the AI tools in mind, I think that's gonna make you really attractive as a software person in beyond 5 years. I don't talk about software engineering a lot, but yeah, that just felt like talking about that today because you asked, Matthias. So hope that is helpful. All right. Well, I wasn't planning on doing a long stream today, but it's been already 40 minutes. I'm gonna go finish the bookcases and everything, so hopefully next time you see the stream, everything will be prettied up and ready. But as always, thank you so much for your support and watching the channel, especially when the algorithm hits and there's like a lot of people who are saying all these mean things to me. I know that whenever I turn on the stream, it's very comfortable. I mean, it's a very comforting feeling to have, knowing that I have like a home community to come home to. So thank you so much. I always really appreciate it. All right, everyone, have a great Friday night. Go out there, enjoy your life, okay? Good night.